A lot of people might not like this, but these are the top 10 best movies in MCU history. And I'm not gonna hold you, there's been a lot of really great MCU movies, but we gotta get to the bottom of which one is on top, because it's my list. I can't miss. Kicking off the list, we got the movie that kicked off this universe. If you don't have the first Iron Man in your top 10, I'm letting you know right now, your top 10 is wrong. I'm just playing, but this movie really means something to me. It's just the perfect origin story for the MCU's version of Tony Stark, and really a perfect building block for this brand new universe. Back when the visuals looked incredible, the suits looked incredible, the lighting was actually good. That scene when he hits that tank with a reverse Uno card and walks away from the explosion, or him fighting the F-22s? Next time, baby. Ironmonger? Ha! Oh yeah, Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scrap. But next up, I gotta go with a movie that really means something to me. A man from the Bay Area, Oakland, California specifically, really made one of the most impactful MCU movies. Yay! Because this movie really has it all. Incredible, compelling, and very mature story. A villain that you can get behind. Important conversations that we should be having about opening up our door because more connects us and separates us. Plus Kendrick Lamar's soundtrack for this. This movie deserves way better CGI though. Because those scenes at the end were looking rough. But I don't care because I want the throne. Hey auntie, I trained my entire life in all this death just so I could kill you. Bury me in the ocean with my brothers who jumped from ships because they knew death was better than bondage. That's called motherfucking bar. But from there, I gotta go with the OG Avengers. This is when we really leaned into the MCU because we realized this was the potential of a shared cinematic universe. I couldn't believe seeing all of these superheroes that I grew up reading and watching in animated TV shows were on the big screen together. Like, dog, do y'all realize how generational this movie is? We probably take it for granted nowadays because like every movie's a team-up movie. But this shit was just different. The smell in the air was different. Even this shot right here, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. But next up, I got Avengers Endgame, and I know, this is my number one. No way. Hold on, I'm gonna play. I love this movie. It's still in my top 10. I mean, for the damn portal scene at the end alone, Cap wielding Mjolnir, what they were able to accomplish with this splash panel at the end fight, and Cap finally saying Avengers, assemble. Whoa, I got chills. Oh, when Cap wielded Mjolnir, I was losing my mind. This shit really made something to me. So many tears were shed, saying goodbye to some of our OG 6 Avengers. The time heist, this has to be in everyone's top 10. Gotta go with Captain America, the Winter Soldier next. Now, this is how you do a political action thriller in the MCU. This movie proved that the MCU could be different genres. And it also proved that Scarlett Johansson looks great with short hair. Mommy! But a great compelling story, Steve being lied to and played by the people who give orders, Hydra infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D., the Winter Soldier, the hand-to-hand combat in this movie, top shelf MCU. From there, I got the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I've said this time and time again, but this was the perfect origin story for the Guardians of the Galaxy because I didn't give a shit about these characters when I read them. But what James Gunn did was bring our family to the big screen. If our family was a talking raccoon and a giant tree, but there was just something different about this movie when it came out. The soundtrack, by the way, banger. Probably the most iconic opening credits in the MCU, and just so damn fun and funny. The Jackson Pollock joke is insane, but I love it. But I don't think it's the best Guardians of the Galaxy movie because I got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 next. Listen, this movie just kind of hit me different. I don't know if it was the fact that I knew this was going to be the last time that this group of Guardians was together, or if it was Rocket's really tragic backstory, but this one almost had me in tears, man. Again, you got a banger soundtrack with James Gunn, but we get to learn more about Rocket Raccoon and why he's that little monster. And just seeing how much they've grown together and love each other. Like Peter Quill's, no! When he thinks Rocket's dying and he keeps trying to revive him, whew, I'm getting chills. The High Evolutionary being one of the greatest villains in the MCU. There is no God, that's why I stepped in. Let's go, motherfucking boom. And of course, the No Sleep Till Brooklyn hallway fight scene goes crazy. And if you don't agree, don't be rash. But into our top 3 with number 3, I got Spider-Man No Way Home. I gotta stay truthful and faithful to myself. I'm a Spider-Man meat writer at the end of the day. And seeing my Spider-Man on the big screen together was just different. A grown man was sobbing in the theater, and it was me. This is a movie that doesn't just rely on cameos and nostalgia. They play integral parts to the story. Even the villain. Just seeing Doc Ock look like he was ripped straight from 2004 and saying, "Hello, Peter," with his theme playing was, oh my. Then we get the Green Goblin, then Electro, then Sandman, then Lizard. All because Peter just wants to save them so they don't die in their universe. That's the most Spider-Man shit ever. And then he's got to learn the great power with great responsibility line. What better people to teach him than the 2 best Spider-Men that we've seen? Through and through, this is a Spider-Man movie. And if you're one of those people that says this movie didn't age well, I just feel sorry for you that you can't just enjoy this movie that I think is just beautiful. But in second place, I got Captain America Civil War. Now this right here to me, not only is the best Captain America movie, but it just captures everything I think the MCU is great at. Outside of the visuals and the very great looking CGI and stuff, the story is compelling, compounding. This has been a rocky relationship since the jump. And seeing that come to a head here is just so satisfying in a very negative way. I love to hate. But the whole discussion about the Sokovia Accords and whether or not the Avengers should be regulated by the government, Cap was right on that front because even Tony goes against the Accords at the end of the movie. But what you're not right about, Cap, is not telling him that Bucky killed his parents. That's just some shady shit you don't do as a friend. But that airport fight, they seamlessly introduced Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and Wakanda and Black Panther in this movie, like perfectly. Plus, Zemo, one of the best villains, was able to tear apart the Avengers from the inside without having to fucking remove a finger, really. Plus, this movie just got banger line after banger line. Vengeance is consuming them. I am done letting it consume me. The best treatment of the Spider-Man character too. And I don't know, I just love this. But hands down in first place for me personally is Avengers Infinity War. It's not even close. Just what they were able to accomplish, having all of these groups of characters and the way they grouped them into 3 different storylines was perfect. Do you know, I don't think you realize the magnitude and insanity of this movie. We got like over 50 actors in this movie that are A to B list stars. I just remember watching this for the first time and being like, this isn't real. Like, I thought the first Avengers was crazy, seeing all those heroes team up, but how seamlessly they were able to do that here from scene to scene. This really felt like a comic book come to life, like a summer annual. Plus, when you look at this movie as Thanos is the protagonist, it hits even harder. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. This is our generation's The Empire Strikes Back. That ending when everyone gets the fight on Titan, plus Thor's entrance being the best entrance in MCU history. Come on, man, bring me Thanos. This shit really means something to me. But that's why it's number 1. Acknowledge it.